Wounded Warrior Project long-term support programs help our most severely ill or injured veterans live independently at no cost for life, so that they might stand at ease. Join us at findwwp.org.
Your in-depth look at local news. ABC 6 News at 6:30.
In this half hour, the latest on the fatal fire last night that happened in Northeast Rochester. And we are live at the state tournament where the John Marshall Rockets are playing right now for a chance at state. But first tonight.
We had a terrific debate last night. I think everyone saw a clear contrast.
Sign up with my brand or sign up with my thing. Well, that's what he's doing now, except instead of money, he's asking for people's votes.
I don't want your money, but I do want your vote. So on Tuesday, you go and vote, okay?
Republicans are back on the campaign trail today after what many are calling a spirited but sometimes ugly debate last night. Frontrunner Donald Trump was on the defense answering to questions about Trump University and his immigration flip-flopping. Today on Good Morning America, Rubio defending the mood of the debate, saying that Trump needs to get a taste of his own medicine. Well, with more on that, we have Fox News Radio and Fox News contributor as well as political analyst Debbie Georgatos. Debbie, what are your thoughts on last night's debate?
It was another astonishing display. Really, it is a little bit about the mood of the country, but mostly it is the presence of Donald Trump in the GOP presidential race has just changed all of the rules of politics. It's changed the rules of decorum and conduct in debates. It's changed the way the moderators interact with the debaters. And I actually think the American people get cheated out of hearing answers from the candidates when they have to spend so much time straining to hear someone talking over someone else. I think it doesn't do justice to the idea of a political debate.
Earlier this week, we had Rick Santorum in our studio. He's stumping for Marco Rubio, and he's saying that it's really unfortunate that the other candidates have had to go kind of toward this attack mode instead of talking about policies, and that's a lot of what we saw last night. We didn't hear a whole lot about what any of them want to do. They were just really attacking each other's character.
Yes, I thought last night's debate, Senator Ted Cruz took a little different tact. He didn't quite get into it as much as Senator Rubio and Mr. Trump did in last night's debate. And really, it was just a lot of back and forth between the two of them that I think, as I say, deprived the audience of hearing real substantive answers. And a couple times, Ted Cruz said to the audience, is this what you want to hear, or do you want to hear? I thought Ted Cruz looked exceptionally presidential last night in the way he handled things. And also Governor Kasich managed to not get into the fray, although he also wasn't being attacked, so he didn't really have a reason to get in the fray.
Speaking of Kasich, do you think he announced today that he is going to stay in this at least through the weekend and kind of see how things go in Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, and Maine as we've got the primaries and caucuses? Does that surprise you at all?
You know, I had heard he had vowed never to get out until Ohio, which is not this coming Saturday, but it's a week away on March 15th. I guess Governor Kasich, it's a great thing if he's getting more realistic, but he hasn't performed well in any of the primaries well enough to have a serious belief that he has a road to success. So I hope that Governor Kasich, I assume he will do about the same in the primaries and caucuses this weekend. And I think it would actually be a benefit to American citizens to narrow the field again to those among the top vote getters. And I hope he will do that. I hope he'll consider that.
What about Trump today saying that he has to bow out of CPAC because he's going to focus on campaigning and therefore he can't go to the CPAC meeting? And that happens to be, they tweeted that this morning. They're very disappointed that Donald Trump has decided at the last minute to drop out. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Committee, it is really probably the zenith of the many, many conferences that happen around all around America during the year. And it is a large conference. It's many, many serious conservatives. And I do think that Donald Trump's decision not to go there, it kind of goes well with who he is as a candidate. He's not really a conservative. He's a populist. He has a bigger-than-life personality. He's run the campaign in just completely unorthodox or at least unusual ways. And so he's not really a good fit with CPAC, as I have attended that conference many times, and you hear so much depth and substance and clarity, and his style of speaking and manner of speaking really is not a good fit there at all. I wouldn't have thought he would be especially well received.
I have to imagine that Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton, watching the debate last night and watching things kind of unfold as they are unfolding right now, have to be kind of enjoying this because it makes Republicans look bad.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I think all the debates we've had, with the behavior, the interrupting, the use of terms like he's stupid, he's an idiot, he's a liar. This is unprecedented in American, in the onstage public televised debates, simply unprecedented. And, it's really interesting because even with all of this, the way the primaries have gone so far, the Republican primaries, the turnout is way, way up in the primaries and caucuses held so far. And to the contrary, on the Democrat side, both, I know especially in South Carolina and Nevada, the turnout for the Democrat caucus and primary were down by over 1/3 of the numbers who were there at 2008 or 2012. And I think that's really significant because the GOP may have a battle on our hands on who's going to win the nomination, but there's very, very little enthusiasm among Democrat voters for either of the candidates, or for Hillary Clinton, really, who's obviously going to win at the end of the day. There's very little enthusiasm for her, so she shouldn't be chuckling too long and loud.
Oh, there we go. Well, we will see as the weeks unfold kind of where this goes. It went from entertaining a while back to where we're at today, and it just seems kind of sad on the Republican side. And then with the Democrats, we'll just kind of see. So, Debbie Georgatos, I appreciate your time, as always, and we'll talk again soon.
Thanks for having me.
The other announcement from the campaign trail today, Ben Carson announcing he's leaving it. He told voters at CPAC today that although he is leaving the trail, he vows to be heavily involved in saving our country. However, it doesn't look like he's going to back any of the 4 remaining candidates. When we come back, we're going to have a look at our local top stories, including the latest on that tragic house fire that happened last night in Rochester. Plus, jails in the area are becoming more and more overcrowded. They are bulging to capacity. We're looking into just how bad this problem is.
It's the grand opening anniversary sale at the Furniture Superstore. Save up to 60% store-wide, like this bonded leather sofa and love seat, just $10.99. And you get the matching recliner free. Every room, every style. The grand opening anniversary sale going on now at the Furniture Superstore.
Ryan Windows and Siding.
Don't just replace your windows. Upgrade your home with new Renewal by Andersen windows or patio doors from Ryan Windows and Siding. You'll get the energy efficiency, durability, and performance you are looking for with all of the beauty and options you want. And all of this at a price you will love.
Right now, get 15% off with the purchase of 3 or more windows.
Windows from Renewal by Andersen last a long time, but this sale won't. Call Ryan Windows and Siding today.
When you need to know, ABC 6 News is there.
We have crews out around the area finding out what each party is doing to get out the last-minute vote.
The caucus wrapped up here just about 2 hours ago, and the results are in.
Live in Rochester, Olivia York, ABC 6 News.
Live in Byron, Megan Stewart.
In Winona, Betsy Singer.
In Byron, Laura Lee.
Live in Austin, Dan Conway.
In Albert Lee.
From our
near
county.
Dodge Center.
From the Capital.
From Byron. In Olmsted County.
St. Ansgar.
In Claremont.
In Iota. In Leroy.
In Owatonna.
In Austin.
In Rochester.
Where you live.
It's the grand opening anniversary sale at the Furniture Superstore. Save up to 60% store-wide, like this cherry finished sleigh bed, just $249. Even recliners for just $218. Every room, every style. The grand opening anniversary.